Hi friends, good morning to each one of you. Always a pleasure to connect and speak to you on very interesting perspectives on topics, particularly concerning jobs and careers. I've got a very interesting perspective to offer in this very short video. Of course, every video I start by saying that it is a very interesting and important perspective. But yes, from a careers and job hunting point of view, I think this video is very pertinent because for each one of us it becomes very important to understand how companies are hiring and how companies are evolved in the methods in which they source candidates. Most of the times what happens is I come across a whole lot of candidates who see that they just keep sending applications, and there are even cases where there are people or candidates or friends who tell me that they sent in 20-30 applications to companies or even 50-60 applications, but despite that they have not heard from any company, or the fact that the company is just not bothered to respond despite the fact that this candidate thinks he is a good fit for the job. Yes, I completely agree with that. These things keep happening. And yes, there is absolutely no doubt that you might be a good fit for the job. But the whole point I'm trying to tell you in this video is that the hiring pyramid or the hierarchy of how the companies are hiring candidates is completely changed and evolved in the past decade or so. There are a number of factors for this. Of course, the biggest factor being that cost cutting or the average cost of hiring each employee has to be reduced, and that is the role of HR and even the organization, because every organization wants to save its resources and wants to save how much of money it can do. So that is the reason the companies have resorted to this new hiring pyramid, I would say. So in that hiring pyramid, if you look at the top, always companies see if they can fill a candidate, fill a particular role using internal candidates. So that is always at the top of the pyramid. The top of the hiring pyramid, internal candidates come into play. And when I say internal candidates, these candidates need not necessarily be a perfect fit for any role which is there. Even if there is a 60-70% fit of internal candidates, obviously the company will go with them, because as far as the company is concerned, it is known they will. They don't have any problems in the person accommodating to the culture of the organization, overall corporate environment, corporate culture and stuff like that. So assuming that they hire someone from outside and the person doesn't culturally fit the organization, then this person who is moving internally is a huge strength for the organization's growth, organization's plans, etc. More than that, this internal candidate is also familiar with the organization, familiar with the leadership there. So in that sense, internal candidates are the number one way in which any organizations hire. I want to emphasize a point here. A lot of times, without the knowledge that internal candidates are going to be available, the HR and recruitment team goes ahead and advertises posts on LinkedIn or any job portal just for the sake of building a jobs database. In case the hiring need comes to them or the open position comes to HR and the talent acquisition team, then they'll start using this database. If they don't get a hiring request from the functional manager, and the functional manager makes a fitment internally, obviously HR or the talent acquisition team is not going to respond to anyone. In that sense, that is important reason why you see that people are not responding to your applications. Again, I urge you to never think that it is a question of fitment and things like that. It is just that the job requirement hasn't even come to HR or talent acquisition in the organization. So it is very important for you to understand this dynamic, and that is how you should judge with any organization if they'll hire externally or not. For this, your network might be of help. People whom you know will be of help, and they can come to you with inputs whether this position is going to be hired internally or they are going to resort to external methods to hire. The second most popular method, which again is getting very popular now, is through employee referrals. Employee referrals are a very potent method of hiring. Again, the cost of hiring is very less, and the employee referrals are also resorted to as a tool because employees know the culture of the organization. They know who as their friend or whom in the network will fit a particular role. So the rewards which employees get are a big lure to them to bring in candidates to the particular role, and they are very happy to bring in candidates and get more earnings, because that also is contributing to their compensation variable, if you can put it that way. So employee referrals is a key way. So the next best method in which you can look to join any organization is to again use your contacts in the organization, make friendships on LinkedIn, and ask people who are working in a particular organization if there are open positions and whether they'll be happy to refer you. They'll be too happy to refer you if you are a good fit, mainly because they also get rewarded, and in the process you also get rewarded in the sense that you're going to get hired. So again, I emphasized the first method in which the companies are hiring today are through internal filling the positions. The second most popular method or widely used method is through referrals, employee referrals. So these are the two popular methods. And the third method, it is very important for you as a potential employee to look at a potential employer, find out whom you know there, and then use their contacts, and then get in through the referral mode. And it is a short way that you will get hired without much of regrets, because the probability of you getting hired through employee referral is much higher than if you send in an application through the company. The third method, which the company is very popular use, is their internal talent acquisition team, and also external talent acquisition support through external job consultants like me and many others, who could be either contingency recruiters or executive search professionals, depending on what level the organization is hiring for. So it is where it matters that you know the top consultants in your particular space, connect with them permanently, connect with them on an ongoing basis, share your profile, updated profile with them, and ask them to be in the lookout for appropriate positions which would be suitable for you in the right organizations, which could be your prospective employers or ideal dream employer. So it is very important for you to network with the right consultant. You should actually map maybe the top 3 or 4 best consultants in your domain. You speak to people around, speak to senior professionals, you speak to companies. When you meet recruiters in companies, ask them which are the consultants they are using. Off the record, they'll be they'll be very happy to tell you which consultants are being used by different organizations. You should connect with those consultants on a regular basis, be in touch with them, update your professional changes or professional career trajectory to them, so that they can be in the lookout for the right position for you. They'll do it happily, because again it is a source of income or source of revenue for them. Any third party recruiter or external recruiter earns commissions on placements, and if you are a person who is going to bring in the commissions, they'll be too happy to accommodate you. So it is your job to connect with them, be in touch with them, and pitch yourself as the right candidate for a suitable role in your dream employers. And the last method in which companies are hiring today is job applications. Very bottom of the pyramid. Of course, they will advertise on Naukri or any other job portal, or they use recruiters option on LinkedIn and post jobs on LinkedIn. But unfortunately, if the positions get filled in the earlier 3 methods, that is number 1, internal filling of the positions, number 2, the employee referral one, and number 3 is through external recruiters. If the position doesn't get filled in any of these 3 methods, then only they'll resort to this last method, the bottom of the pyramid method. And this is exactly the reason why you're seeing a lot of job applications being sent but no response comes, because it is a last resort for them. Again, in most cases, HR or the talent acquisition team is using this as a method to build their database. They have got their own KRAs to build a database, and they get rewarded for building jobs databases or candidate databases in organization. Organizations also have a very robust internal recruitment management system, and the bottom and the foundation of that recruitment management system is to have a pool of set of candidates for any role. There could be 10 roles, 20 roles in the organization which keep recurring, and for those 10 roles, 20 roles, talent acquisition team or recruitment team or the HR team keeps building databases, and these databases are hundreds and hundreds of job applications which you and me send also. So keep this in mind. Understand this job recruitment hierarchy by organizations. It will really come to your help, and you will probably use the best known method to you and regret not getting response from organizations by conventional plain vanilla job applications. I am sure this information is very suitable to you. Again, if you ask me whether this is applicable across sectors, yes, across sectors, be it technology, be it manufacturing, be it banking, be it finance, or whichever sector. This is how the hierarchy of recruitment has evolved over a period of time. Top of the pyramid is internal fillings, and last on the pyramid or bottom of the pyramid is job applications. So next time when you apply for a job, make sure you are very sure that they are going to use your job application to hire. Otherwise, if through your network, if you're getting to know that people are not going to hire, don't waste time sending your applications and just sitting quietly waiting for a response for months together. Rather, find what are the methods you can reach the company, and that is the best way to get hired. I'm sure this information is very helpful to you. I'll see you soon in another video. Consider subscribing to this channel and liking this video. I'll be very happy to share this important information with you. Thanks a ton. Have a wonderful career ahead. Thank you.